christiangeekcentral.com.
Hey, I'm Peter France, and welcome to Christian Geek Central's Quarantine Escape Hatch series. It's made to help you restart and sort of re-engage then with the life that you're living in quarantine so that you can experience more of the kind of fulfillment that, and really life, rich life, that God still wants for you even during challenging circumstances like those brought about by quarantine. First off, let's just take a little breather from the day with a great video game that you can get, well, in this case, maybe it's not that great, but it's one you can get cheaply or that's in your collection and potentially worth revisiting depending on what kind of player you are. And today that game is Super Mario Brothers for the NES. All right, let me show you my awesome skills. It's Super Mario Brothers 1. Not many players can do what I do in this game. It's one of my special abilities that I acquired over many years. I hate this game. This is the only way I play it. Because I just wanted to see the world of Super Mario Brothers, and I was thwarted by dying and falling in pits again and again and again. Look at this. This is how I was made to play this game. The ability to fly just by flapping my legs a little bit. Only way to play. I'm tired again today. It's the end of a work day. My boys are both being tired and cranky. And they gotta get showers and crap. Oh good, I was able to get it. I wanna be able to shoot my fireballs. And I had to resolve a issue with them that, as I think about it, I'm like, I could have done that a little bit better. Not exactly sure how, but I'm pretty sure I could have done something better there. It all just stacks up after a while. Oh, come on! Let's see if we can turn that code off just for a moment. And turn menu, yeah. And then game menu cheats. Where is that little stinker? Invincibility, infinite time. It's toward the, okay, there it is. Swim without water. Let's turn that off. See if we can do this. Oh no, it's still on. Oh wait! Okay, so it's still, maybe it'll be turned off at the beginning of the next level. So I still want it on at the next level. I thought I was gonna have to do that to get through there though. So let's see here. I almost accidentally went down the wrong pipe. Those are the perils of cheating. You get what you deserve, Peter. Let's see here. Cheats. And, oh yeah. Oh, look at that. It was right there just waiting for me to... Oh, that was nice. Okay, we want to go here. Do 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 bo beep ba do beep bo beep bo dee bo ba de do deep do 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 de ba do deep. Is my sync? How's my sync? Ba da ba da ba ba da da ba da da. If I'm not singing right on with this music, it's not my fault. It's the sync. Dun dun dun. And we kind of, let's run here. We can get a little faster. Oh well. Beep boop. Very nice. Oh. Now I can never remember where the... There's a second... I think it's a vine that I need to get. So let me actually, just in case I screw this up, let me do a little save state action here. Save state. Don't want to mess up my vine. I think it's on the other side of this deal. Do I have to be Little Mario to get this? I can't even remember now. Let's see. There it is. There it is. I wanted to play this game with cheats, like... I mean, how many people use the warps to beat the game? Of course you do. Once you learn the warps, there's all these levels that you skip. And I'm thinking to myself, but they made this whole world for me to explore. And so, it used to be, when I was a kid, and once I had the Game Genie... oh, you can't quite see it. Maybe you can. That's my shirt. Then I didn't use the warps. I would have play sessions where I would skip all the warps because I wanted to see and explore every level of this strange fantasy land. You know, I just wasn't playing games for the same reason that most other kids, I think, were playing games, to take on a challenge, to show that they could beat the game. No, I want to see the world. I want to see this fantasy world. And your stupid, irritating obstacles are keeping me from seeing the world you made. Just let me see your world. Well, that was a false ending. That's a terrible jump. I'm glad I'm skipping that. Where are those Hammer Brothers? I'm wondering if this code will let them hurt me still. So we're going through this. I mean, there's no warp to get to the last castle. We're just gonna... Oh, crap. I don't remember how to do the, I don't remember how to do the last castle thing. Good thing I have infinite time, huh? Now, usually when I would cheat, I would not use the swim code, because I did like to at least jump around in the environment. You know, so if as long as the jumps didn't get too tricky, then I would turn on a code like this, you know. But... downside is, back in the day of the Game Genie, you had to have your codes, like, selected, and you're stuck with whatever those codes were from beginning to end. Now, with something like the Retron 5, you can turn codes on and off in the middle of your play session, which is really cool. Well, those bullet bills sure don't do anything to me. Where's the, Where's the... Oh, okay, Hammer Brothers here. Can these hammers get me? Oh, no! Well, that's troublesome. Alright, we're staying way the crap up here. Oh, man, it's gonna be really hard to find a power-up way up here. Dun, 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 dun. You guys are just wanting those hammers to be able to hit me now, aren't you? It's like, oh, now he's vulnerable. He should get what he deserves. You know what? I do not, in this life, get what I truly do deserve. That is a fact. To be able to even sit and enjoy entertainment like this at all. Now, let's see. Are there any power-ups in here? I can't remember. Like, maybe I should start another, what do you call it? Save state. Right here. I wondered if those hammers would be the thing that got me. Can I go down here? Oh, I sure can. Oh. I'd really like, oh man, I'm not gonna remember this. These dumb pipes. Can these guys get me? No, they can't get me. When does it repeat? Okay, I think that's repeating right there. So... second pipe? No. Can't go down that one. Third pipe, right before the fire. Let's try that one. Oh, let's see. I feel like I've been here before. Have I been here before? This was such a devilish trick. Let's see here. Can you go down this one? You sure can. I feel like I'm going backwards a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think you do have to go down this floating pipe. I think that's one of the ones you go down. I'm not sure. I should just... Oh! This feels like progress. Oh, that's gonna get me. I'll bet those fire things will get me. Should we just test that? Let's test that out. I'll bet it will. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I mean, let's save state. Oops, come on now. Save state. But then, let's try a different invincibility code, because there's just a wealth of options to choose from. Enemies invisible, most enemies are front, da-da-da-da. Swims. Invincibility, Mario walks right through enemies. I'm thinking this might be the one that I want. Walking right through enemies? I don't know, what do you think? Invincible, walk through enemies. There's two of these. Okay, well let's try and see if this one will get me through these things too. Nope. Oh crap. Well, that's why we load state. All right. Game menu, cheats. Let's see. Walk through enemies. Let's try that one. That's a different walk through enemies. See if that one protects me from flame things. Oh! Oh, it keeps me flashing! Well, that's cool. Sure, I'll be flashy Mario. Can these things get me? Bet they can't. No, they can't. So I'll go past you. Oh, look at that! Look at that, we made it! Bye-bye, Bowser. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. We present you a new quest. Bite me. They spend this whole game saying, your princess is another castle, princess another castle. Then you finally get the right princess. They don't even let you sit in that before saying, new quest. Hey, new quest. You don't get to relish the victory. You don't get to see any kind of happy ending with you in the... This is why I hate this game. This game doesn't even want you to enjoy it, I don't think. It doesn't want you to enjoy the world. It doesn't want me to enjoy it. I find my own way. All right. Well, that's enough for a little break in the day. And a break in my voice. It's really easy for me to be just fixated on the things that are bothering me or weighing me down, and so it's been worthwhile to try to develop some go-to verses in the Bible that can correct my thinking and give me the perspective of truth that I need to remember. One useful passage that I really need to come to more often as I look at it again is Matthew 11, verses 28 through 30. In the ESV that says, this is Jesus, he says, come to me, you've heard these verses, come to me all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Jesus offers a yoke, or at that time this would be referring to a way of life that doesn't have the heaviness of the way of life that was being offered by the Pharisees of his day, who burdened their followers with extra rules and an obsession with social status. They were all about proving just how great they were, how moral they were to other people by showing off their moral accomplishments. Jesus said, no, I've got this full, rich life for you, and it's not about being burdened by the pursuit of looking impressive to other people or earning good standing and maintaining good standing with God. In some ways, it's a little bit like he said, they've got all these rules they want to require you to live by, and I am handing you a game genie to just bypass all of that and enjoy what life I've created for you. Now, yes, Jesus taught that we should be perfect as our Father in heaven is perfect. So his way does involve always looking to move in that direction. What's the next thing I can move into that is moving toward the perfection of my Father in heaven? But that life is not meant to be a burden in order to meet expectations of people or something that we have to do so that God won't be frustrated with us or let down and disappointed in us, God knows our weakened condition. He is not like, his expectations are not like, oh man, I really thought they could do better. That's really disappointing. I mean, he knows more than we do just how weak we are. The life of Jesus' light and easy burden, on some days, that is just going to involve us saying, Jesus, I can't do this today. I cannot do it. I do not have it in me. Thank you so much for your forgiveness. Thank you that you see my weakness right now and you don't love or treasure me any less in light of that. Thank you so much for that and for the promise that this mess of a life is going to be replaced by a perfect forever. That's the kind of life that we're being called into, a life of humility, just walking with Jesus, taking on his light burden, and experiencing the rest that results from that. All right, one more thing before I go. In stressful times, it's really easy for us geeks to want to kind of escape. We talk about escaping entertainment. Oh, it's escapist entertainment, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think it's very easy for us to escape into entertainment and shut ourselves off from the experiences and the relationships that God wants us to have, that he's placed us on this planet for this specific period of time to engage in, So I want to invite you, as I do each time in this series, to right now do something that's going to help you connect with someone else in the way that God intends before you head into the rest of your day. Now, I offer a different suggestion each episode, and like last time, I think was the case also, this time it's going to be something that doesn't involve you immediately connecting with somebody else. I want to suggest that you get a sticky note and write the word apologize on your sticky note. I've done this already. I've got it on my computer monitor. In fact, I've already acted on this, but that's a reminder to apologize to someone in your life for something. I think it's so easy for us to want to maintain that kind of image and hang on to being in the right and showing that we're a certain type of person, have a certain kind of moral fortitude. And so that makes us not want to admit or confess to others when we have fallen short of perfection. But we are always falling short of perfection, even if we're in kind of a stalemate with somebody and we feel like, oh, they're 99% of this problem, I'm 1%, okay? Well, you've still got that 1% that you can step out and apologize for and just acknowledge, I missed the mark on this. I fell short here, and so apologizing can just be a wonderful thing for our relationship with God, because it says to him and recognizes to him and to ourselves our true state, our true condition. And once we do that, then God can really start to work. It's like, okay, now you see where you're at. So now we have a starting point. We have a place to begin healing and restoration and to move into the things that I designed you for, because of what Jesus has done for us, we don't have to be recognized as right. We don't have to be a slave to what other people think of us. We don't even have to be right, in order to experience a sense of value and significance and purpose. Giving up that pursuit of image, or hanging on to a certain image that we think we have in the eyes of others, giving that up brings freedom. There's freedom every time. And we can also change relationships and change the atmosphere that exists at work or at home or all kinds of other social situations by diffusing any existing tension with an apology, being the first to step forward and do that. And on top of all those other things, humility is what Jesus lived out. He didn't cling to what was his right. He was owed worship and service, but instead he came to serve and to show us how to worship the Father. For all these reasons, this is the life that we're being called into, and just simply remembering to apologize can be a big part of that. The more we can be real about our shortcomings, the more freedom we're going to experience, even as we're feeling locked down by quarantine. So I hope there's something of encouragement for you in that today. That's all I've got for now. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
ChristianGeekCentral.com